Hello, guys. It's good to have you join me again on the show. It is Sport Exchange. My name is Jide Olanro. Today's show, it's a different direction that we're going. Anyway, that's why I'm going to start. We just have to be unpredictable these days, because the topic that we will be looking at on the dugout segment, which happens to be the first segment of the show today, is a topic that it's quite interesting and it's also fascinating because it is where the direction of you saw sports business, football business is going to that direction, and I feel that Nigerians. Our global audience also should learn one or two things, and that is why we are looking at this. Today we'll be talking about football and blockchain, the blockchain technology, and we will talk about football and non-fungible token, the NFT, how it is changing the landscape of football. For those who are passionate about the round leather game, there is massive innovation happening, and we need to talk about this. And when you talk about it, and where else can we talk about it, if not for on Sport Exchange? Once again, thanks for joining me. Jide Olanro is my name, and straight to the business of the day. This dugout segment where I'm looking at football, the relationship now, the latest with NFT and the blockchain technology. This is what we are bringing to the table. I'm ready to serve the menu. And joining me to look at this is my guest, who is joining me from Portugal today. He is the Chief Executive Officer of Real Fever. Yeah, a Portuguese-based startup. His name is Fred Antunes. Fred, how are you doing today?
Thank you very much first of all, for the invitation, for the presentation. It's really a pleasure to be here today. And I'm doing great, in fact. Really looking forward to this interview and, of course, to see how the Nigerian market goes in the future.
Wow, fantastic. Let me ask you this. Let me start with my question with this. The Global Fantasy Sports Reports predicted that the global fantasy football industry is expected to cross over the $1 billion US dollars value by 2026, and it's been witnessing. That's talking about the global fantasy sports. And we know that fantasy is also making use of the blockchain technology, which is by the NFTs, non-fungible token, and this is where Real Fever is playing now. You guys are becoming the big player there. How
Yes.
can you just take us through or talk us through how this thing is playing out now?
Yes, of course. Well, regarding to the fantasy sports, it is already very well established business in United States of America and Europe, of course. It's a business already with 20 years, and it trades around billions every year, especially in the United States of America. And regarding to fantasy in football, of course, the biggest player in the market is the English Premier League fantasy. But in the last 5 years, Real Fever started to grow, and today we have more than 1.2 million active users in our platform. I would say that to take the company to the next level, we are always investigating what are the new trends, what are the new technological solutions, and how can we activate more and more funds around this beautiful sport that is football. And the solution that came out immediately last year were the NFTs. And why? Because the non-fungible tokens provide us a way to recycle and to revive these beautiful old moments that are in the memories of every single football fan. And we want to generate more value from that. We want to take out the intrinsic value of that beautiful video moments that most of them are already forgotten with even a useless approach. And what we are doing is to recycle that moment, give them a new life, a new monetization life, I would say, And after that, we give them an utility integrating them with our fantasy platforms.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. Fred, you know, it's the best thing. You guys are you're offering the next big thing in football, which is the video NFTs marketplace that you guys are creating. How does it work for those who are just learning about this?
It's very simple. Basically, what we tried to do was we spent a lot of time creating a beautiful, immersive user experience that could be, simplified, but at the same time complex enough to challenge the user mind. And our customer journey is very, very simple. So you will need to buy the Fever token, our main token in the platform. After you get the Fever token, you buy a pack, you open that pack or a package of multiple videos, you open that package, you receive in a random way different video moments, and then you start to own them or you start to trade them in the marketplace with other users globally distributed. There will be 5 different classes of videos, the most common ones to the unique ones, the one of one. So you go from the common to the special to the epic to the legendary, and finally the most valuable ones, the uniques.
So, yeah, if, for example, let's talk about the unique one now. Can more than one person have? Because when you talk about unique, that means it's unique to me. It's original. Can more than one person have what is unique to me, for example?
Yes, absolutely. We are talking about really one impression of one. So in the same way, what we tried to create with this unique concept was, if you go to, for example, Louvre Museum, there is just one Mona Lisa in the world that was the official one painted by Leonardo da Vinci himself, right? So the idea about this unique video is really to pick up a completely world-class football player and one of his best moments ever, and give that feeling to the user that there is no other copy, there is no other replication, it's just one of one. And I can disclose, for example, one of the moments that you will be able to own in our marketplace, which is the first ever goal of Cristiano Ronaldo professional career. That will be a unique one of one, and just one person in the world will be able to own that moment.
All right. Okay. Now let's. Is that Does it look like or something? What you're describing now somehow look like there is a special or football cryptocurrency. Sort of. Is that what you're saying, or there is a difference between this and the normal cryptocurrency that we see every day?
I would say that it is more like a token to give you access to our ecosystem.
Okay.
So basically, when you own a traditional cryptocurrency, you enter in a completely different legislation, completely different approach, the financial markets and everything. And that is something that we are completely apart. We are going to use our token as really a utility token. And in the same way that if you want to go to Disneyland or Euro Disney, and when you enter in that environment, you need to buy a card with multiple credits, and you spend the credits as long as you are using multiple attractions. It is the same in the Real Fever ecosystem. So for you to access to the packages, to the marketplace, to the fantasy leagues, to the token leagues, you will need to own the Fever token. So the Fever token is real. It works like the fuel for you to spend your time and enjoy your time in the Real Fever ecosystem.
Okay. All right. Let me ask you. There's this story about, or there's this description of what Real fever marketplace will bring in terms of experience for players. And one of it is a rare video of the NFTs. That's talking about the non-fungible token of iconic moments that can be collected, traded, and even boost the players in your team. Aside this that I mentioned, which other experience that we should be looking forward to?
Yes, well, besides the moments that we already own, we are planning to activate multiple different stakeholders in the football industry. So besides the players themselves, we can activate the clubs, we can activate the federations, league organizers, we can activate the referees, the managers, the history of each club. We can activate whatever thing that we identify that has value and that has someone interested in. So I would say that for the instance, at the moment you will be able only to see football players, but in the near future you will see clubs, you will see, as I said, league and competition organizers, and probably multiple other sports, because we do believe, in the sports industry as a one, and not only as football as the only important sport to speak about. So we are already in negotiation to have multiple other sports, and I would say that after August, you will be able to own moments from different sports besides football.
So now, right now we will be going maybe sometime very soon. We'll be looking at the Indian market where cricket might be the way to go, or the American market where basketball or the American football. I know these are popular sports in those particular area and some other sports, right?
Yes, absolutely. But besides cricket and basketball, I can say that we are also targeting tennis. We are also targeting golf. We are also target the Olympic Games, because
Exactly.
Olympic Games are multiple sports in one single competition, right? So I think there is a lot to explore. And the very interesting thing about this blockchain technology and this NFTs industry, I would say that most of the things are still yet to be discovered. So we don't know yet everything. Nobody knows. The good thing about when you work in disruptive technologies is that we are discovering new things every day, and we are always being surprised by new ideas, by new creativity approaches. And what the audience and the public can expect from Real Fever is that we will always be open-minded enough to receive that information and create something good, something absolutely super cool for the fans.
All right, Fred. I just discovered that you have like 2 million of the Real Fever app downloaded so far across Latin America, Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Um, what does it portend for you as a company? Because when you look at 2 million, massive. That's a massive market.
Yes, well, I would say as the CEO of the company, I always try to scale up the company as a global company.
Okay.
And as a global company, sometimes people think that only America, Europe, and Asia, they have big markets. I don't believe in that. I see a lot of value in Africa and in South America, but especially in Africa, because I have family there. I have a very big friends, especially in the countries that still speak Portuguese. But I see Africa as a really digital huge industry growing for the next years, and we want to please the African people. We know that they are crazy about sports, they are crazy about football, and sometimes the European companies, they don't think about adapt their products to the African market. And what we try to do here in Real Fever is I have an assigned team responsible for the African market, and we want to adapt our grow. We want to adapt our products, and we want to the African market, and especially in Nigeria, for example, where people already have good internet connections, where people already have, everybody has a mobile device. We want them to use our applications. We want to please them, and we want to listen them to be able to develop and to make this evolution together, gathering more and more people around our platforms, of course.
All right. Fred, before I let you go, I know that you guys are talking about Real Fever. You recently completed a 2.2 million euros fund round in just 22 days. How does it feel? Congratulations first, and how does it feel?
Yes, thank you very much. Well, I think this was the reward of such a hard working that we had last year. So we spent a lot of time planning, our roadmap, setting up our product, our vision, our mission, and it was something that I did it myself, to present the pitch to the investors. And I think the first 3-4 days we presented the pitch to 11 different investors, and after that we received a lot of feedback, and we are very fast in Real Fever, and we are never afraid to do mistakes. So we changed the pitch like 2-3 times in 2-3 days. We adapted to what was the feedback from these first initial investors, and in the next 10 days we had more demand than what we could offer. So it was really, really great. Of course, I have to thank to the investors that trusted us. But yeah, we did it in 22 days, but we did not sleep. We did not eat that much. It was really, a rush. But yeah, it was a great milestone that a company achieved, to have an equity round of 1.6 million, and we had to overfund it in 2.2 million. It was great.
Wow. Like I said, thank you. Like I said, congratulations is in order, I must say. And I'm looking forward to, I know because the markets you're growing, and maybe someday you will have to come around to get some people in Nigeria to also be part of Real Fever, right?
Well, I can tell you, I can assure you that I'm just waiting to the pandemic to go away, to fly to Lagos, and I'm really looking forward to be there, and to have the experience, of your gastronomy, of your hotels, of your culture, because I'm completely addicted to Africa, and I love to spend time there.
All right. Thank you very much, Fred Antunes, all the way from Portugal. Fred, once again, is the Chief Executive Officer of Real Fever, a Portuguese-based startup. That's a blockchain technology startup. And I must say, thank you once again for joining me on the show, Spot Exchange. Okay? Like I said, anything can happen. This show is all about innovation. We will keep bringing those who are transforming the landscape of sports business on the show. Count on us, you're one stop, and this is where it's happening. I'm going to break, and when we come back, the program continues. Stay with me, don't go away.
Fantastically finished.
All right, welcome back. Straight to the news now. Airtel Nigeria has been announced as the headline sponsor of Ijebu Heritage Half Marathon. Mr. Bukola Olakpade, the Chief Executive Officer of Nilayo Sports Management Limited, project consultants on the Ijebu Heritage Half Marathon, confirmed this through a press release. The Ijebu Heritage Half Marathon is scheduled for the 17th of July, 2021. The Brazilian Football Confederation, CBF, has agreed a 3-year deal with Turkish blockchain company Bitsy Technology to develop a series of non-fungible tokens for Brazil's national football teams. Under the deal, Bitsy will become the official cryptocurrency of Brazilian national team football and develop NFTs based on the teams and their players, which will be made available for sale on its website, bitsy.com. The deal includes the Brazilian men's and women's football teams, as well as their under-20, under-17, and under-15 teams. 9 entertainment-owned streaming service, StanSport, has secured the exclusive broadcast rights in Australia to UEFA club competition for the next 3 years. The deal will see Stan stream the UEFA Champions League, the Europa League, the new third-tier Europa Conference League, the Super Cup and the Youth League during the 2021-22 to 2023-24 cycle. Matches will be streamed ad-free, live and on demand for subscribers to Stan's package, starting with UEFA Super Cup match on August 12 between Champions League winners Chelsea and Europa League winners Villarreal. And that's for the news. We're going to short break, and when we come back, it will be time for the offside. And the offside will take us to the exit door.
Fantastically finished.
All right, welcome back. Before we hit home now, we leave you with this offside for this week. What is professional football without sponsorship? That is the question the Nigerian Professional Football League has been asking for the past 4 years. It has run without a sponsor. The few achievements recorded since the advent of the league management company has been eroded as the property appears to have lost the confidence of corporate Nigeria, which seems not to be interested in what the league can offer again. Aside from massaging the egos of the state governors that bankroll most of the teams in the league, what other incentive does the league offer? A league that is barely on TV and without financial incentive is knocking on the door of oblivion. Anyway, how is the Nigeria Professional Football League organized by the league management company different from the Federation Cup organized by the Nigeria Football Federation, which is in dire need of help? Two sides of a coin. Although the Federation Cup on paper has a sponsor, but in reality it is run on IOU. Yes. How do you explain that a competition with a sponsor is yet to pay the prize money to the winner of the 2019 edition, while the organizers have embarked on an abridged 2021 edition? A football property with a title sponsor cannot be run haphazardly with an expectation of a return on investment. Nigeria Football Federation, league management company, club owners or managers, and ITO will do well to end the joke because it is no longer funny. Anyway, that's my take on the Nigerian football scene as it is right now. And before I leave, let me tell you that you can join us on our social media platforms. Yeah, they are there on Facebook, it's Sports Exchange 24. You can like our Facebook page. On Twitter, you can follow us on Sport Exchange 24. And for YouTube, it is TV360 Nigeria. Subscribe to our channel and keep enjoying the best of indigenous content. Until I come your way next week or next time, Jide Olanro is my name. Yours truly today, tomorrow, and of the future in sports business. And it's over, and I'm out.